Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be going over the last set that I did for this season. If you've noticed, I haven't posted in a while and I had some posting problems throughout Love Cup and the end of Ultra League, and that's just a lot of personal stuff going on. A lot of work in those 2 weeks between Ultra League and Love Cup, and then if y'all don't know, I live in Texas and we went through that winter storm and I did not have power during any of that, so it really sucks that I'm not able to put a last push here, and at the end of the season it would have been really nice to try to push for rank 1, and I believe we would have gotten it. This team's actually insane. The addition of Shadow Hypno instead of regular Hypno, I think, is just brought this team to a whole new level. And I also traded something like 50 Munchlax in the last week or so because of the 40-kilometer trading, and we did get a better Munchlax. I brought it into this video. I don't know how much it helps or not, but the other Munchlax I had was from an egg, and I've been using that for the duration of GBL. So you don't need a better one necessarily, but you know, I attempted pretty hard to get one. So again, sorry that other circumstances took over, but let's go ahead and get into this last video. And if you want something going into next season with Great League, definitely this is the team to do it with. So let's go ahead. Alright, so you know I rock Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, so this matchup's really bad. Obviously Stunfisk. I haven't played in so long, I actually missed the switch there. You get used to where the switch window is when you're playing a lot, and I just haven't played in so long. So I come into this Munchlax really late. He actually throws a Rock Slide, which is interesting. Usually if they do stay in, they want to throw an Earthquake. I don't know whether or not that's better or not for their matchups, but I usually never shield on the Munchlax. They do come in with Meganium. This is a pretty neutral matchup. I'm going to decide to shield this, but I actually... Oh, no, I don't shield it. Yeah, I was pretty sure it didn't KO me. Plus, you know, with that new Munchlax, I'm feeling good about about it being able to live through some stuff. And I actually think he could have farmed me down there, but he decides to throw the move here. Probably doesn't want to get thrown another Body Slam, lose that shield. So he wants to maintain this advantage. So we're definitely going to come back in with Hypno, get our 2 confusions in here, have a little bit of a lead. Probably, oh, I was going to say maybe throw one more confusion. So obviously this was hard counter all the way. But, you know, you deal with what you got, and just because you lose the lead doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to lose the game, even if you lose the swap. So you got to just keep playing. We're not going to shield anything here. We're going to save 2 shields for Hypno, and hopefully be able to farm this down after these 2 foul plays. 2 foul plays will not KO an XL Metacham. In fact, even if it was an X... Oh, yeah, if it was an XL, probably would have KO'd there, which would have given us a little bit of energy or a little bit of damage into this Stunfisk, so that would have been pretty good, but he would have also got a lot of farm, because I think he would have been able to farm us down here. I shield the bait here, and I go all the way up to Focus Blast because I really want him to start shielding, although at this point it really doesn't matter. We don't have any backup plans. We're literally just going to go straight Ice Punch anyways. But maybe he doesn't shield. I don't know, but we baited the Focus Blast there. Alright, he does. We do end up trying to call a bait here. I figure the only way I'm going to win is if I call a bait, and it ended up not getting called there. But he has no more shields left, and if I can get to 2 Ice Punches, I think it'll KO. This is the power of Shadow Hypno. These confusions are actually doing so much freaking damage, and we do end up taking out this Galarian Stunfisk. The reason he didn't throw another move is because we have a shield, so he's trying to farm us all the way down here. And that's game 1. Alright, game 2 here, Metacham. This is a good lead for us. We're just going to wait to see what he comes in with. He comes in with Umbreon. The way I like to play the Umbreon matchup out is go for the first pup instantly and then try to farm all the way down. Or actually, we could go for a second pup. No, you can farm it all the way down pretty easily here. The only thing that I'm thinking about right now is I want to get to 2 foul plays so that I can throw both into Metacham. And since I'm pupped, 2 foul plays should KO the Metacham. And then I also want to be thinking about, what does this person have in the back? My first thought is probably it's Galarian Stunfisk, so I actually may want to save this Scrafty for later. This is enough health to do a pretty big amount of damage to any Steel type or another Dark type in the back, if they do have another Dark type in the back. Yeah, so we throw 2 here. Obviously, they didn't shield the first one. They're going to definitely shield the second one. Like I said, the second one probably would KO. Actually, looks like it might not have. I do come into the neutral ish matchup against Munchlax. Obviously, Metacham wins this. I am up on shields though, so one of these body slams is actually going to do a lot to it, and I do think he ends up shielding this, so that leaves me in a good position here. And they actually did have Bastion on the back, so me saving the Scrafty here is actually going to pay off huge dividends. They are out of shields, going to go straight for this Bulldoze, and they can't farm Munchlax down because the second Bulldoze will KO, and then it's doing super effective lick damage to the Metacham. They do end up throwing here, so I'm not going to do anything. Going to come in with Scrafty, farm it all the way down, and throw a foul play at the Metacham. So Hypno, as you can see in this game, doing a lot of work. No, Hypno didn't do anything that game, but sometimes you don't need him to. This game, I expect Hypno's going to do a lot. They come in, or they lead with Azu. So some Azus do like to switch out on the Thunder Punch here, and they did switch out into Sableye. So usually when they switch out into Sableye from an Azu, my first thought is double Ghost. So I'm pretty sure that it's Marowak there in the back. I go up almost to a foul play. I really don't like throwing foul play in this matchup. If y'all have seen my videos, you know that I like to go straight pup. It will cost you shields, but if you see the return here, then you can safely farm down. Actually, we're going to have to throw another pup here for sure. He's just getting too high. Too many fast moves in. But with that Thunder Punch from the Shadow Hypno, we were able to get it down before it could possibly get to 2 returns, so that's great. With Azu coming back in, we're going to go straight foul play. We're double pupped, so this is going to do decent damage even though it's resisted. I mean, that's pretty good. Yeah, considering it's Scrafty versus Azu, that's pretty good. We could go another move here, but you know what? I'm pretty sure it's Marowak in the back, so I'm going to come in Hypno. We can allow him to throw a move here. Usually when they lead Azu with the double Ghost, it is going to be Play Rough and Ice Beam, so I don't care what hits me here. It's not a Hydro Pump. And boom, it is the Marowak in the back. So they are up on shields. I'm going to go up to the Bulldoze, but I'm probably just going to throw straight Body Slam here. You actually can't farm it all the way down. You do need to hit them with a Body Slam. So hopefully they'll let us go through with that. I actually think he's going to end up not shielding here. Probably going to want to try to farm down on Azu. The problem is he's super low on energy, super low on HP, sorry, on Azu. So both of my Mon here, all they have to do is both use fast moves against the Azu, and you're good. This won't KO, but we'll be able to lick it down. It's not going to have much HP here at the end. It was a CMP tie, I believe. But we could go straight lick, but I'm going to just throw this Body Slam. Anyways, I'm going to get to a ton of moves here on Hypno. He has to throw onto Munchlax. He can't farm down. We just have too much health. Lick does a lot of damage. We'll get to those Body Slams. And yeah, Bubble is reduced in damage since the nerf. All right. Oh, I should have removed this. Oh, not too much. I try to remove all the Q times so that y'all can just see the gameplay. All right, Marowak, what I usually like to do is go double Confusion and then switch into Munchlax. This is a Hex variant, though, so I'm a little scared that it has Fire Blast when I eventually could. If I win Switch, I'm going to move my Scrafty into the Marowak matchup, and if he has Fire Blast, I'm going to be pretty scared. And they almost always run Fire Blast if they're running Hex, just because Hex is such a... it gains an extreme amount of energy, a really energy efficient move. Efficient? That's not the word. It gains a lot of energy per usage. All right, and we do shield once, and we decide to lick down. He does get another Rock Slide off here, but that won't KO us, so we're good. I don't think any of these moves actually would have KO'd us there, so yeah. Definitely not coming in with... not going to come in with the Marowak. Does come in with Azumarill. So Azumarill's going to try to farm down. We're pretty low, but we are probably going to get 2 Body Slams off if they do try to farm down. And look how much damage this Munchlax does to this Azu, considering it's really trying hard to farm us down. Did 60% damage. That's really good. All right, coming in with Hypno. We're going to save our last shield for Scrafty because we're so afraid of the Fire Blast. I almost switch immediately right here because it's almost for sure that he's going to come back in with Marowak. And now I have to decide, do I want to shield this or not? And they do bait me, but they do show that they have Bone Club. And now I'm no longer afraid of this Marowak taking out this Scrafty with a Fire Blast, because now his moves are Bone Club, which is really bad, or the resisted Shadow Bone. And we're not taking any of that Fire Spin damage, which is something that actually does add up a lot in this matchup, Scrafty versus Marowak. So I'm feeling really good. I'm just going to go straight foul play, even though they have shields. And since they do have shields, I'm coming in and they're coming back in with Azumarill, I just need to do as much damage as I can. So I'm going to pup, get the counter damage in, and hope that Hypno can just farm it down. Because at this point, we really can't throw moves. We have to go for the farm down. I think he's going to be two confusions away. Dang. But I think this is an Ice Beam, and I actually somehow survive. I really didn't think I would survive that in the moment. And, yeah, pretty lucky. All right, Beedrill. This is an insanely good lead. All right. They end up coming in with Sableye. And you know, like I said, I really don't like to go for that foul play, so I do go for this pup. And I do remember this game, and I remember that I played really bad towards the end. This first part is whatever. It's fine. They do bait us with the foul play. They're going to get to another return. We're going to have to commit both shields here. But they're going to go down. We're going to go down 2 shields to 0, I guess, and that's not great. So maybe I misplayed the beginning of this game too. I really don't like going foul play in this matchup because return just does so much damage. They're going to come back in with Beedrill. They're probably going to let me foul play here. I really thought about switching into Munchlax after this foul play, and I really should have, because I thought if I beat one thing in the back, a lot of teams go ABB. And if I had just won this CMP tie here, it would have been amazing as well. And I think they end up having Umbreon in the back. And 2 shields Umbreon is going to be doing a lot, obviously. We really had a chance to win this game. You'll see later. This game's actually going to go on for quite a long time here. Lick does no damage, Confusion does no damage, and Umbreon does no damage with Snarl. So no fast attacks really doing any damage in the remaining matchups here. And this 2 shield advantage is going to prove to just be a little too much for me to overcome. Only because we'll get there. All right, so yeah, we're just spamming body slams. I'm trying to make sure that he doesn't get any extra snarls in, which is very easy for a one-turn move like Lick. You can just time it out perfectly to where they never get extra moves in, and you can try to get extra moves in, although we're not really going to make it up to like 1,000,000 body slams here, so it's whatever in the end. But yeah, definitely don't want them to get extra snarls in. That one was animation for sure. We threw in the middle of a snarl, not an extra snarl getting in. All right, I was pretty sure this is going to KO, but if it doesn't, I'm definitely spamming on the switch into Hypno. We do live on that Munchlax actually with a little bit of HP, which is something we're going to have to think about. We should have thought about, and we don't think about. So I think, I need to gain as much energy as I can to try to get another punch in here. And actually, if I had thrown that Thunder Punch, they would have had to shield, and I would have actually made it to this body slam here. And I believe that would have KO'd. It actually would have been really close. If it doesn't KO, our fast attacks will never KO this Umbreon, but I'm pretty sure that would have KO'd there. That would have been a 5-0, but instead, we'll take the 4-1. Yeah, so I only got to play once. This is the only set I got to play in Great League, because like I said, this whole week's been really bad in Texas. We had no power in our house, and really didn't have a cell signal either, so I wasn't going to be able to use data to play the game. Plus, it was also like 40 degrees in our house, because when you don't have energy, when you don't have power, you don't have AC or heater. So yeah, it pretty bad few days there. So we end up ending this season here at 35-59, which is fantastic. I think I put in the intro that we went 35-56. All right, 35-59. It'll end up being the top 2 pages probably of for the end of the season. Like I said, really unfortunate, but this team's going to be great. I think next season we'll really try hard to hit rank 1, at least at some point in the season, if not at the end of the season. Obviously at the end is far more difficult, and it would have been fantastic. I also think I broke Love Cup, even though I only got to play 3 sets and only 2 sets with a good team, or the team that I thought was really good, which ended up being the Charizard, Scrafty, and Licklicky. I think that team actually broke Love Cup. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to play that many that many matches because work was pretty crazy. But yeah, thank you so much for your support throughout this very, very long season. And again, thank you so much to my Patreons, Marlon Date and Michael H. And just a congratulations to Michael H. He did hit Legend today, literally the second to last day, or the last day for some people of the season. And yeah, just a huge congrats to him for hitting that. Yeah, I guess I will probably put out Kanto If I play the Kanto Cup, because it doesn't affect rating, I should have time to play this next week. We'll definitely try out our old team of Gloom, Rhyhorn. Man, I forgot the third pick in that one, the safe swap. Was it Lapras? I have to go back and look. But we'll definitely try it out again with that team. That team was insane last time. But we'll be able to try out a bunch of different teams. Remember, ELO doesn't matter in Kanto Cup. So just remember that when you're playing around. It's going to be pretty much just a kind of week off from ratings before the next season starts. So definitely have fun with it. And I will see y'all in the next video. Again, thank you all so much for the support this season. Y'all have been amazing.